of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place we ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
Good morning, good morning. Here we are once again to do our daily devotion. We want to do an interesting thing this morning. We want to go to John chapter 15, and we're going to be looking at the world hates the disciples. And that, I tell you, if you're a Christian and you have not experienced that, something is wrong. Something is wrong if you've not experienced that. The world hates us. You know, in different places that they're trying to limit what I can say. People are telling me not to say because it involves the names of somebody. I say, no, I won't call names, but I will talk about that. You will not tell me to not to talk about that. That's a testimony I have. Amen? So the world hates us. They don't want us to talk about these things. It says from verse 18 here, John chapter 15, it says, if the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. The world hated Jesus Christ because he said things that made them uncomfortable. He spoke truths that they could not deal with, that they did not want to deal with, and that's what we do. We speak truth that they don't want to deal with. So if you belong to the world, it will love you as its own. And I see people having easy conversation and they're talking, and then they turn around and they will tell me not to say something. I think, no man, you're out of your place. First of all, I'm a grown man. You don't tell me what I can say and what I can't say. That's the first thing. And if I'm speaking the truth about God, then you dare not tell me not to say anything. And that's what is happening in this world today. You go into some places and people don't want to hear it. Long as you start with the Bible. And I see where Christians are saying, well, why you don't go there and talk about Bible? Because try use the next approach. No other approach Jesus used. Jesus spoke. And I am very stubborn in those ways. I am very stubborn in those ways. I'm very sorry. I will speak Bible. I will speak Bible. Wherever I go, I will speak Bible. Because that's what I'm supposed to. The Bible says out of the abundance of your mouth, out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speak it. What is in my heart? The word of God. And if I'm going about and preaching and telling people about God, that is what is going to come out. That's what's going to come out of my mouth. The word of God. Say, but I have chosen you out of the world. You see that? It's a privilege we have. It's a privilege we have that God has chosen us out of the world. That is why the world hates you. Remember the words I spoke to you. No servant is greater than his master. So if they were able to do this to Jesus Christ, our master, what is it that we expect? So you must anticipate that you will find people who will not stand up with you because of what you are saying. He said, if they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If they obeyed my teaching, they will obey yours also. That's what I said. People will live the life according to the sin that they hide. They want to speak about other things other than those sinful things that they're doing. And so when we start talking about the things of God, sexual promiscuity, homosexuality, lying, stealing, all those things we speak about, they will not want to hear. They will not want to hear. And that's why, instead of changing their life and listening to the message, they start hating the messenger. And it continues and it says, They will treat you this way because of my name, for they do not know the one who sent me. And sometimes people say they know God. They don't know God. Jesus is speaking. He's saying the reason why they have anything against us is because they don't know God. That's one of the reasons. If they knew God, they would not that way. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would not be guilty of sin. So we know, speaking to them, if they did not know, we're telling them that the things that they're doing is wrong according to the scriptures. It's not our saying, it's not our doing. This is the word of God that we're talking. And these things offend them because they don't want to leave the things that they're doing. Scriptures is the word of God. So however, they have no excuse for their sin. He who hates me hates my Father as well.
With 30 years of experience, Builders Hardware has been your trusted one-stop shop for building supplies and construction materials. We're not just about products, we're about exceptional service and excellent prices. Plus, with unbeatable prices on renowned brands and the largest selection of construction supplies available, why go anywhere else? Got a project on your hands? Let us lighten the load. Whether you're tackling the biggest commercial project or the tiniest home renovations, our dedication and commitment ensures that you get the best. Roofing materials? Check. Cement and steel? Check. Sand and gravel? Double check. And if you don't see something you need, just ask, because at Builders Hardware, we've got you covered from construction start to finish. Call us or visit us on Constitution Drive in Bloemfontein and experience the difference. Oh, and did we mention, we offer convenient delivery services anywhere in Belize, so you can focus on your project while we handle the logistics. Builders Hardware, 30 years of serving you. We think our customers are awesome.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bloemfontein Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.
Attention Belmopan residents. This is an important reminder regarding the proper disposal of debris in our community. As per Statutory Instrument Number 122 of 2005, Section 10, Subsection B, residents are strictly prohibited from placing debris on the buffers. Violating this regulation is considered a ticketable littering offense. Residents are encouraged to use private contractors or contact the Belmopan City Council to make arrangements for debris disposal. If you need assistance with debris disposal, please contact the Sanitation Department at 822-2271, extension 2019. This message is brought to you by the Belmopan City Council. Let's work together to keep our beautiful city clean and safe. Thank you for your cooperation.
City residents, civic pride is all our responsibility. It's about taking ownership of our city and embracing its beauty. But amidst this beauty lies a growing concern: the continuous destruction of city property. And a part of civic pride is taking care of public property. Therefore, the Belize City Council takes this time to remind city residents that these acts are not just vandalism. They are crimes against rights to property and criminal damage to property. Under Chapter 101 of the Criminal Code within the substantive laws of Belize, a person who, without lawful excuse, destroys or damages any property belonging to another, intending to destroy or damage such property, or being reckless, shall be guilty of a crime. Upon conviction, a person can face up to 1 year imprisonment. We must all do our part to safeguard what belongs to all of us, what belongs to our city. Together, we can make a difference. This is our city. Let's respect it. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off Mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place we ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go?
I am joined by Brother Fem here in the studio. I'm the host for the first time, so you know I may need your help from time to time because I'm not really sure sometimes. So I lean for you this morning. How are you doing this morning, Brother Fem?
Welcome, excuse me. Morning.
Yes, morning.
I want to join my brother to wake up and be amongst the living. Man, you know one better thing than that. You know, and we give God thanks for people that continues to make sacrifice to make ends meet. So the food they provide for we, that one blessing again. And I say the grace of God, when we have that in our life, I think we could fight anything. So I'm happy to be here this morning joining you. And good morning to those that are watching us from outside. We've got people watching from the United States or other parts of the world, and especially those here in Belize. And those are the people that continues to make the difference, make PlusTV the number one choice.
I agree. We couldn't do it without the viewers. 0%. None of this happened without the viewers. So just me and Nina in the studio this morning, but we are joined by my dad on Zoom. You know, from an undisclosed location, and I know I said them out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Morning, Pastor.
Good morning, Brother Phil. Good morning, LJ. And of course, good morning, Denise.
Yes, sorry, you're young. Oh my. Oh. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure for me to be here, and it's a beautiful Monday morning, and we give God thanks. As LJ said, I'm in an undisclosed location, but always through the power of technology, we're still able to do our show this morning. So I want to encourage our viewers to stay tuned and to also connect to our social media page. And we have our YouTube channel, PlusTV Belize, as well as Facebook, that you could share and make sure that your friends and families are able to watch our program this morning. And then, of course, we have our downloadable app, which is the Plus TV Belize application that you are able to see free of cost Plus TV 24 hours a day, even if you don't have cable. So it's a pleasure for me to join you remote this morning, Brother Fem and LJ.
So how the weather? Where part of the dad?
The weather is beautiful where I am. I did not have the opportunity to watch the Belize weather. Maybe I hope you guys can give me this morning, or at least give me a few minutes to find it. But when I was looking at the weather for today, this morning, the first few hours in Belmopan are going to be very bright and sunny. About 5% chance precipitation. Sometime around 1 o'clock, we may experience just a few showers, and then by 3 o'clock, we should be again back to a sunny day.
Wow.
Sounds good. So before we continue, I do believe we have a caller on the line who wants to share something. So caller, you're on the line. You're on the air. No, okay, we lost the caller. So, Brother Fem, I think they have some stuff we want to talk about this morning. I don't know if you're here, but last week, Friday, Dr. Sutherland, I don't know if you remember that nickname during COVID. The guy's name is, make I pull up the notes right now. The guy's name is Harrison Sutherland. So, you know Mr. Harrison Sutherland was charged with a very unusual charge over the weekend. I don't even hear about that one.
I hear about that one. He really, I think he hit the headlines.
Yeah.
Especially the way how things happen right now with the police. Like you would want to hear a little bit something more better than that. You can take it for instance. This weekend they caught a police stealing.
Yeah. Oh yes.
So you man, I mean. It just shows we that we live together, and we responsible for our police officers as well. They're responsible for us. We're in a one world, so I think that never to right, but commissioner step in.
The commissioner did step in, yes. Before I continue to explain that story, I think we do have the caller back on the line. So caller.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes,
Milton here from Los Lagos.
Welcome, Mama.
Yes. First, Brother Fem, you have your partner there. What's his name again?
LJ.
LJ, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am here to do that intercessory prayer.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. We're going to our introductory song right now. Whisper a prayer in the morning. Whisper a prayer at noon. Whisper a prayer in the evening to keep your hearts in tune. God answers prayers in the morning. God answers prayers at noon. God answers prayers in the evening. So keep God's heart in tune. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and grief to bear. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy most high and holy name. We come this morning, January 13th, Monday, brand new day, 2025, to praise and glorify your high and holy name. As I petition on behalf of these names that were forwarded to me, I place Miss Veronica Bizer into your hand, the Bizer family. She lost her husband this past week, Father. You say in your scriptures, they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Reach out and be with all the bereaved that have lost loved ones, especially the Bizer family right now, Father. And we place Miss Joan Hyde, who is fighting complications. She asks for you to be at her bedside, anointing her and healing her and touching her, and help her to go through her crucibles with Jesus at her side. Then Mr. Philip Robertou and wife, they're in Blackman Eddy Village. Be there for this family. Be at their bedside. Provide their every need for them and supply it, Father, because you are faithful. Miss Stephanie Williams, she has elevated blood pressure and she has also swelling of her feet. She has difficulty in walking, Father. Hold her in the palm of your hand. Lead her and guide her. Help her to know that you will never leave her or forsake her, because you are Jehovah Jireh, the great provider, Jehovah Rapha, the one that healeth. Also, Mother Gentle in Esperanza Village, she also has pain in her feet. Father, ease her pain. Be there for Mother Gentle, beautiful lady, and comfort her and be there with her and her family at all times. Then Uncle Bob in Tea Kettle Village, remember Uncle Bob in a special way. Visit him right now because you are his refuge and strength. Be there for Uncle Bob and encourage him. And also Mr. Ambrosio Zacharias, be there for Mr. Ambrosio. He's asking for prayer, so we place him into your hand. More prayer, more power, we pray, and God delivers. And take care of my husband, Brother Milton, and our entire family, our children and grandchildren. Be there and supply our needs. Remember Pastor Wade, just now I heard his voice in the weather. Cover Pastor Wade and his family, Pastor Santi and family, Brother Fema and family, and also the guest that is right there. We ask to bless and keep us. Take care of our country, believe. Be there with the Prime Minister, Johnny Brissenden, that he will lead us. You would have him lead our country, and we will always trust in the Lord with all our hearts. Lean not unto our own understanding. In all our ways, we'll acknowledge you, and you will direct our path. Take us over now and guide us to higher heights and draw us closer to you with thanksgiving in Jesus' precious name. Amen and amen.
Amen, amen. Thank you so much for that prayer and those blessings. You know, we can't do it without the blessings, Brother Phil.
That's right, and I want to say thanks to Sister Middleton. She called us there from Olagos, I think that
Yeah.
Lady Valley area.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Pastor, go ahead, Pastor.
Well, when we give God thanks, and of course I thank Sister Middleton for leading us in prayer.
Yes.
God answers prayer in the morning, noon, and night, so He's always there. But just before the prayer, I think LJ introduced the first topic that we wanted to talk about, Dr. Sutherland and his
Unusual
experience with the police. So this is a Dr. Sutherland from COVID, who gave the prescription that was he saying like rum or something like that the virus can't penetrate.
Too drunk, you might not get COVID. Not a real doctor, but you know.
I was wondering how the man's comments just were spectacular. You know, his comments were spectacular and instantly reverberated throughout the entire country. I watched the video of his interview, and the comments that I had to laugh at was when he said, you know, I don't watch cartoons. You know, it was like, you know, like with other party, for somehow he was trying to say that it's like he got dropped into an alternate universe, you know, because something like that ought not to happen. It's just not reality. It's like he's in a he's in a parallel universe, and he was absolutely correct. This was a very surprising charge.
Yeah.
It was a very surprising incident, and even the way it unfolded, it shows that there's something lacking in certain areas of the police and the police department.
Yeah, because he was doing a good deed. You know, not like the man with the not like the man with the thief of 5-gallon water bottle and they carried home from the shop. The man was helping an elderly lady who couldn't carry her own 5-gallon water bottle. Decided to be a good Samaritan for the day. Ended up being charged with a charge I never heard about. I didn't even know that charge exists. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, over the weekend, Mr. Harrison Sutherland, he assisted an elderly lady by carrying a 5-gallon water bottle for her on his bicycle. So he had the 5-gallon on his shoulder, riding his bicycle, and he was stopped by a police officer, and the police officer charged him with carrying an article or a load on a bicycle in such a manner that prevented him from having full control of the bicycle. That's the name of the charge that he was charged with. Never heard of that charge before. Taken to court, and he was offered bail. He had to pay a fine of $200. So that's $200 out of the pocket of a hardworking man who was doing a good deed for a lady who wasn't expecting to receive any payment for his good deed, having to pay $200 out of pocket for a charge that I think is bogus. I've never heard of that charge before. Your thoughts on that charge, Dad?
Why? Well, I tell you that I have never heard that charge before. Charge before, and of course, it's probably based upon a law. I can understand the importance of such a law, right? But let's take a closer look of what we see and know Belizeans use their bicycles for on a daily basis. Number one, the man is correct. It is a very regular occurrence to see Belizeans carrying a 5-gallon bottle of water on their bicycle to their residence. Number two, I have seen man carry weed eater.
Yes.
I could tell you that one weed eater is bigger and heavier than a 5-gallon bottle. I have seen man make wali landing on the back of their bicycle, and they put a whole lot more on top of their bicycle. People use their bicycle to carry crates of soft drink, crates of maybe beer or something like that. We have seen, because Belize is a poor country, it's a third world country, or people don't like to use the word third world anymore. We talk about being a developing country, but the bicycle is a primary means of transportation for those who are less privileged and those who are very privileged, because you have expensive bicycles and you have electric bicycles now. So the bicycle does carry transportation here in Belize. People carry firewood. I've seen people carry firewood on their bicycle. So I believe in a way that he was profiled. I believe that they saw him, they recognized him, and they wanted to exercise authority over him for no reason. And there's always a charge. There's always a charge for every Belizean if the police really interested to charge you. I want Belizeans to think about that aspect of it, the issue of profiling. So we need laws that protect us from the police in incidents like this. I think that's a larger discussion that needs to be said.
the commissioner of police.
That's right.
Because I think, like you said it right, Brother Fem, immediately after the story break, the commissioner stated that the charges will be dropped against the guy.
That's right. And the thing, it reminds me of when the Pharisees bring one lady before Jesus. You know, and Jesus stoop and write on the ground in a Creole to say, if LJ and Fem not gonna send through the first stone. And when he says so, I get up back and look around, they are gone.
Yeah.
You know? So these are things that I hope we could learn something from it.
Yeah, I agree.
We definitely could learn something from this.
Yeah.
You think the court could learn something from it, my brother? You think the court? Because something wrong, in my opinion, something is wrong.
Well, I
Why
mean,
the court never throw it? Why the court never throw it out?
I mean, out there people, because sometimes it could discourage people from doing good.
Exactly.
You understand? So that both way could.
Yeah.
Because if I see you to do something good, or somebody asks you to do something for them, an elderly person, and you do it, and say, but mama, I don't want to do it because the police want to arrest me.
Yeah, I can't do a good deed today. I don't want to get detained. I know the sad part about that too. He got detained, I think, yeah, for 12 hours.
Man.
After one simple charge, I don't know, like, they say, boy, I see at least someone's go to court tomorrow. They detain the man for half of a day, just after the help one lady. And I agree, I thought the court would have thrown it out, hearing the charge, but I guess they doubled down on it. I guess it was a slow day in the courts. You know, money had to make. It was a very slow day in the courts.
Yeah.
Yes, Pastor.
And I hope a good Samaritan gives Dr. Sutherland his money back. We can't give him his time back. His time has been lost. And I want us to, again, look at why the court did not throw it out. Why did the court put a bail of $200? Why the court could not see, in the first instance, the ridiculous nature of this charge? If the commissioner of police could see it, why couldn't the court see it? And I want to take it to another level. Where is this police officer's commanding officer? Where is this police officer's supervisor? I don't know if they were well, they clearly were on patrol, but was it in a vehicle? Who is the senior officer in that vehicle? Who is the senior officer at the police station? That when this man was brought in, that there could not have been an intervention. Is it only Chester with a brain in the police department that can look and say, this is frivolous, this is nonsensical? So I believe that Dr. Sutherland's comments speak volumes to the police department when he talks about, feels like, in my words, I put it in the proper words when I say, I'm not in a cartoon or anything, that he felt on that day that he dropped into an alternate universe created by the Belize Police Department. And there was nobody in the police department who could say, this is nonsense, send this young man home, that it is a commissioner of police after bail that has to intervene.
And for the viewers who don't know the comments, I believe we should have that loaded and ready to go. So let's play Mr. Sutherland's comments after he was granted bail.
I agree.
I want 5 gallon water bottle. That's still puzzling in my mind. Kind of understand why I could get charged. If somebody come buy one 5 gallon water bottle, what eligible person then, I could understand. I help one eligible person with one 5 gallon water bottle. I don't know like I did. You know what amazing world, I know watch cartoon. And I know that Hollywood the act. I was riding down Queen Street and this police, he just pulled me over, come and what detain you for what, sir? Oh, you have a 5 gallon water, but everybody have 5 gallon on their bike. All the Chinese man they were riding their bike with all kind of guineas and all kind of cases and things on their bike. How you no pull them over? but you have pulled me over for the assist for old lady with a 5-gallon.
Rightfully upset, brother Fem.
Yeah, all right.
Rightfully upset. Man even throwing a too bad word. That whole vex the man be vex. But I don't blame the man. And he's right. And it goes back to what my dad was saying with profiling. Because he's 100% right. How much time videos go viral on Facebook of people moving their furniture on their bicycle? I remember a video gone viral and a man like move a refrigerator up on the bicycle. And those guys weren't charged, but Dr. Sutherland will be charged for helping an elderly person. So he has every right to be upset in my mind. And I'm glad the case got dismissed. But I mean the charges, sorry, the case didn't get dismissed, but the charges got dropped by the commissioner.
Wonderful. Pastor?
Yes, yeah, the man said you live in our amazing world. This is a cartoon, or you know that Hollywood. Very, very appropriate comments, I will say. But I believe that it is also a cautionary tale for every Belizean. Every thinking Belizean should be concerned about this story because it shows you the discriminatory nature in which the police department can arbitrarily pull someone over, arrest and charge them in the face of 100 or 1,000 people doing exactly the same thing with their bicycle or even more. And if the police want to charge you with something, they can charge you. And that should be illegal. There should be repercussions for it. There should be repercussions. And that law either needs to be struck from the books or that law needs to be tightened up so that it speaks very specifically to the type of offense that it seeks to be to cover. So I think there are instances when such a law is applicable and we need to clean up that law. No laws are to be used for the abuse of citizens of the country of Belize, whether you like those citizens or you don't like those citizens, that this arbitrary arrest and detainment leading to arrest and charge, we can't just laugh at it. We can laugh at it, but we cannot just laugh at it. It speaks to the inequity within the system where business people can move around with their goods on their bicycle, and the poor man, the law will actually rob them of time and money. So this needs to be looked at. I have one more thing to say about this issue, because there are motorcycles in Belize City and in other parts of the country where the butane industry has taken and put 2 cylinders of butane on the 2 sides of the motorcycle and are allowing motorcycles to deliver butane to Belizeans in the city. Now, motorcycles are one of the most accident-prone vehicles in our country. There is no charge. This is legal for you to carry 2 butane tanks on your motorcycle, but it is illegal to carry a 5-gallon water bottle on a bicycle. Belize is not a place. Is that what you say? Belize is not a country? That is something to consider.
The last time I was here, Brother Fem, which was I think last week Monday, Belize had recorded its first murder. Right, happened on Turnef Key. An elderly man. Police believe that it may be drug related. But since that first murder, we've recorded 2 more murders. So now the murder count for January is up to 3. So we have 3 murders so far. So over the past week, 2 people were murdered, one in Hopkins and one in Belize City. I wanted to talk about this Hopkins murder because it happened over a jacket.
Mhm.
The guy was killed.
$100 for the jacket.
I don't know how expensive the
Well,
jacket. I don't know if I'm a name brand jacket. I don't know if I'm a market day jacket.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm a jacket like what I have on, but I mean a jacket.
Mm.
So the guy went to a bar in Hopkins, saw his brother-in-law wearing his jacket,
Yes.
confront the guy, and ended up killed. What you think about that case there, brother Fem?
Well, when I hear it and I listen to or saw the family crying,
Yeah.
it hurt you because my life get taken away because of one jacket.
Yeah.
What might cost $100.
Exactly.
You know, so these are things that we definitely no want the person will do it, catch that person and level charges on him, and those are people that need to go the back.
Yeah.
You know, take the life of this gentleman. I think the gentleman was visiting family. I mean, if you welcome the guys, man, I'll see you a long time.
Yeah.
You know, man, I totally say we need love. We lack a love in this country.
And all murders bad, but those are the types of murders that make I scratch my head because it could have been avoided.
Yes.
If cooler heads just prevailed.
Yeah.
I mean, have on my jacket cool, walk away. But for a life to be lost over something as trivial as a jacket, I think those are the murders that really paint Belize in a bad light. You have any thoughts on that one there, Dad?
Yes, absolutely. Boy, I got thoughts on everything.
Thank you, Pastor.
That's true, brother Frem.
Yes, Dad, that's right.
Yeah. Boy, well, I'll put it this way. You know, I've worked with drug addicts for over 6 years.
Yes.
And I interact personally with them. We sit down, counsel, talk about their life, talk about their past. And I will say this to Belize and all our viewers, that there are people walking out there that are very angry. They are very angry and they are just on the edge, ready to explode. There are people walking around. You see them quietly. Do you know that Belizeans have a saying where it says still water runs deep?
That's right.
You familiar with that parable?
Yes.
Still water runs deep is a Belizean saying that says that see me and live with me are two different things in the sense that you could see me are quiet and you see me are not the same nothing. But I have another side of me that you do not want to get to know. That is more or less what it is saying. And so it is not only caused by drug abuse. I've always said that marijuana makes you a very angry person. But there are other extenuating circumstances in life that make certain people bitter, unforgiveness, and so on. So they are walking around among us. They are silent, but they are on the verge of explosion. And so it is possible in this particular scenario, I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, that you have a person that was already angry about 100 things that went wrong in his life, or 100 things that went wrong just that single day. And this incident of the jacket was just 101. It is just the straw that broke the camel's back. So we look at it and we see, oh, it's a simple jacket. Nobody should murder for a simple jacket. But we don't understand that murderation was on this guy's mind for morning or over the last couple of weeks. And he because he's not a communicator, he doesn't know what is called in today's world, we call it emotional intelligence, where a person could be able to sit and have logical conversations. Then this escalated rapidly. where did the murder take place? Can I ask you guys, where did the murder take place?
I believe, yeah, in Hopkins. I'm not sure if it's at a bar, but I think I saw something saying that it was at a bar, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll check.
Yeah, well, I saw the footage just now, and if the technician can roll the footage again, I almost think it looks as if it occurred at a bar. So what is that saying? So it may not necessarily have been at a bar. Maybe we need to look at it closer. Is that what it is showing? It is a bar. But
yeah, it looks like that. Yes.
You mix. Right? You know how they say drinking and driving does not mix? You know, driving is a normal day-to-day activity, but drinking with driving don't mix. I don't know drinking and anything that mix because your common sense is out of the window. It is called being under the influence. So something, yes, something simple. Because alcohol is there, nobody is under their normal senses, and you have debt. You have debt. So it is a sad story. We're still in January, and we can see, as LJ said earlier, that the murder rate has now moved to 3 people in 2 weeks' time.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of bars, there was another incident who happened at a bar over the weekend. And if I said that one, brother Fem, this one they go viral right now on Facebook, Instagram, anything you have it go viral on. That happened at a bar down south where these females, the female bartenders were serving, you know, the patrons at the bar, and something happened, and one of the guys just grabbed the girl from behind the bar, and battle does start get through in at the establishment. I think we should have the footage loaded up to show the viewers what we're talking about. But another situation that happened at a bar, this one caught on video. I mean, perfectly environment went awry. Look at the man reaches over, grabs the female, and after that, literally all hell broke loose. It was everyone in the bar versus the women behind the bar who were serving the drinks. Just another situation where these events are happening at bars.
Yes, that's true. Pastor?
What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And as I say, unfortunately, I have a lot of things to say about everything. But PG, I want to start by talking about PG.
Yeah.
I am from PG. You know, I lived in PG from age 0 to about age 2 to age 12, roughly. For 10 years. We live there on 63 Front Street, right near the market. And the indigenous Mayas come into town along with the East Indian and everybody else. We come in and we sell on Wednesdays and weekend and so on. It's market day and these types of stuff over the weekend. And the amount of people who miss the bus to go back to their village because they're drunk. And so PG, it's very interesting that because there are so many people who come into town to drink or to buy at the market and they have their money to spend their weekend money, the number of bars in PG are too many. So the town board, in collaboration with the liquor licensing board, which is selected by the town council, give out too many liquor licenses to open bars. And the reason is because the people drink a lot, because they cater not only to the people in the town, but they cater to all of these villagers who come in. So you will always see drunken people on the street in PG because there are too many bars. So first of all, there is an issue of regulation, properly regulating alcohol businesses in Punta Gorda. So that is a behind the scene issue where if you drive through the streets of PG, some house we're not even supposed to have occupants in it because the house half broke up, have a bar downstairs. So I go back to PG regularly and I see this that the proliferation of bars in Punta Gorda town is a major health problem. It is a crime problem, and you can see that it disturbs law and order. So generally, there is a problem with too many bars in PG. Now, to the specific story, yes, alcohol and nothing mix well. And we see here that, in my opinion, several things should be done here beside the arrest and charge of the main persons and everybody involved in the fight should be arrested and charged and let the court sort this thing out. But secondly, that bar should be closed down. That bar should be given um, a, a strike, or should be repercussions to the establishment. Where are the security guards? How is peace and order maintained? Who give people too much to drink? Do you know that in certain countries, a bar cannot serve a person who is drunk? I have seen and known of cases where bars were they halfway between Belmopan and Belize City actually take a person who is already high and half drunk, who drive there by themselves, and the bar give them more alcohol, knowing that they are only halfway on their journey. So the bar also needs to, there must be repercussions for establishments like these.
Continue faith, let his emotions be felt. Very, very, very wild situation. But touching on what my dad said, I always found it interesting, especially like PG and Dangriga. They are viewed as the more, well as a little bit poorer than maybe other parts of the country when compared to like Belmopan, Cayo, Orange Walk and those places. But yet they would have the most bars out of the other places. So, those things don't mix well at all, Brother Fem. And, it's rough. I think, yeah?
Yeah, this is revenue for the town boards.
Yes, that's right.
So a person does not just wake up one day and say, I will have a bar. They have to go through a process in which they have to apply not only for a trade license, but they have to apply for a liquor license. And there is a trade license process, and there is also a liquor licensing board process. And so how do we regulate liquor licensing boards that give out too much trade, that give out too much liquor licenses? And you are absolutely correct that the poorer parts of the country have more bars. And so it's robbing the people of the money that they already have. And so a person wants to start a business, boy, it's going to be a bar because they can pay money under the table to certain licensing board members who will push their license so that they can open up more and more bars. And Belize has an alcohol problem. And that alcohol problem is not only spilling out to violence and death, but it is also spilling out to health issues such as diabetes, as well as cirrhosis of the liver and other diseases. That who are our government officials that are responsible to oversee when certain communities are having excessive health and violence problem that lead to these kinds of violent outburst. You know that a police officer sits on every liquor licensing board so that the police officer is supposed to tell the liquor licensing board, you know what, this bar, we're breaking up too many fights at this bar. And this bar is leading to too much noise and too much violence in a community. There is a reason why a police officer sits on the board. Yet we see that there is an administrative problem separate from looking into the bar and seeing bottles they fly, man they pull woman over the bar, and you have an all-out brawl and fight in a bar. The things that lead to it is poor regulation. How can bars continue to serve people alcohol until people are stone drunk and lying down outside of those bars, sometimes lying down inside the bars? This should not be legal in our country, where bars are able to sell people alcoholic beverages until they get violent or until they lose consciousness. This should not be so.
Because after you make a hard-earned money, you go to a bar.
That's right. And you know that it brings poverty because the mother with the home make sacrifice to send her husband go work by preparing the food.
Exactly.
You know, and all of them things, and so it take away a lot from family. But what stunned me here in Belmopan, I was told by the person in charge of the liquor licensing to ask some of the people we have concern in the village, make them come out this Sunday, this Friday, because they will have a meeting at the Civic Center. So I mentioned it on PlusTV, and I know a couple of people when they have concern, and I went there and nobody showed up.
Wow.
I covered it for the news, for PlusTV, and I say we need to step out.
Yeah.
Because if we lay back and not attend a meeting, we don't have a voice.
Exactly.
Thank God for Rise and Shine that we're able to bring out them thing and point it out and show the danger and lives that been taken because of alcohol. But we need, my viewers, you need to be there at that meeting to voice your opinion, because if you know, go there then people ain't gone and get a license like that.
Exactly. So I think we should take a first break soon.
Yes.
But before we take a first break, I wanted to talk about, very quickly, just a brief comment on the road situation in the capital city of Belmopan. The roads are absolutely horrible right now. I am sick of driving my car where just by swerving around 5 different potholes at the same area. Specifically, the area I'm talking about is by Calgers on Libertad Avenue. That has been horrible for at least 3 weeks now. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I know I said the city council not to do anything, because I have seen people there trying to fix the situation, but it's only temporary, because they fill it up with one sand and mud, it feels like, and a week later it's back to the same way it was, where I'm dodging another 50 potholes. The streets back by San Martin, Las Flores, those streets are in horrible conditions as well. Proper infrastructure is needed in the capital city right now. I don't remember a time that it's been this bad. On my street alone, Cardinal Avenue, in the middle of the road, I cannot pass in the middle of the road. I have to either go in someone's yard to get to my house because a big pothole is in the middle of the road. In front, right by this intersection here by Fancico, the intersection, there are potholes leading on to that roundabout area. I'm sick and tired of the road conditions in Belmopan.
Yes.
And you know, that was election year, and I don't condone electioneering, because, you know, they just want you to vote for them so they can fix the streets, but I'm waiting for some electioneering in Belmopan. I'm waiting. I would want the streets to be fixed. I don't know what's happening. It's an election year in about 3 months, and my streets are not being fixed. So I'm just want to go on a rant because I am tired of swerving just to go to the store.
Pastor?
100% endorsement.
Yes. But tell me what need to be done. I mean, you're not engineer, but you know a lot about Belmopan. What do you think need to be done? That
I said now that Christmas over, we need to sell that Christmas tree and fix the road. Well, the city council is doing a good job. They did a good job to beautify the city for Christmas. You can see people are working every day on drains and cleaning, and they need to fix the roads. That is a priority. I see that there are large bridges going up in the Mopan that we haven't had before. The Maya Mopan bridge is back and it's beautiful, wide, safe. J&W is getting an awesome bridge. We are not saying that the city is not doing anything or improving, but we are saying the road conditions have deteriorated to a point where a massive influx of finances need to be made so that we know to go around like snake to try avoid pothole, because it's like you're playing Chinese checkers when you use the marble lane and you have all of them hole where the marbles could go in. So it is dangerous. It is actually damaging the vehicles of private citizens, and the city, both the area rep and the municipality need to properly repair those roads. And there are more, because there is at the intersection of the bottom of the U.S. Embassy Street and on top of the U.S. Embassy Street.
Man,
it's absolutely terrible, and that is a street where dignitaries go, people from across the country come into Belmopan, and so like that is a mess as well. And there are many parts of the city that need to be addressed, and I'm glad you guys brought it up, and I hope that something is done urgent. It is an urgent need.
Yes, and if folks will go to work, dress up so nice, ready to go to work, start work, and then get plush.
Yeah.
So all and anything there, it take man talk, and I think people get tired of it. I hope the mayor of Belmopan could try to do a little bit better in getting those holes fixed.
Yeah, and like my dad said, you know, the city council is doing a lot for the city. You know, I must agree that I have seen a lot of movement.
Thank you.
I think a good initiative that they did was after Christmas, when they locked off the road by the Christmas tree so that vendors could go set up for free. Brother Fem, every night families were out there just enjoying the scene, buying food, supporting the vendors, just looking at the beauty. Take it further, not a little bit. I would like to see something permanent at that spot and not just when it is time for Christmas, because families love to go. Belmopan people, they look for something to do. I did a story last year saying Belmopan boring. It's getting better, but there are things that can be done for families to say, you know, after work, we could go to the park a little bit and chill. There are things to do. So I would love to see something permanent at that spot where the tree was. I think families would enjoy it, and I like when the road was blocked off for the weekend where vendors could set up for free. Out there was packed every night.
Wonderful. Well, LG, it's 4 minutes.
Yes.
Pastor, you want to close way after that? For the...
No. Yes. Can I close this out and take us to break? Because I love what I see in Belmopan. I absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, kudos to the mayor, the city, the area rep. Nothing negative, fix the roads, but I want to also say that area, George Brown, it was just a joke I was passing with the Christmas tree, of course, but that place is so beautiful. that place, yes, block off the road every weekend, and churches could go out there, bands could go out there, music groups could go out there, and help improve what the city has put together at that little spot. We, the residents, must now take ownership of it. I believe it should continue to be blocked off the way it is. And night market could be every Saturday night. Listen, there's night market in Taiwan 3 or 4 nights a week. I visited Taiwan, and it makes millions of dollars for artisans and local people to be out there. They're literally out there every Saturday night. It can become a revenue for the city council because they charge for the little booths and so on. And that can be a regular, trust me, it can be a regular. Congratulations to the city for all the work that they have been doing. It is visible, visible, visible. Just fix the road. So we'll go to break. LJ, I hope, Brother Femi, when we come back, we can take a look at the assassination that took place, that third murder, that assassination. We want to take a look at that on the other side of the break.
Yes, sir. Well, keep it locked on the rock. We'll be right back.
Land of the coconut tree, I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef, I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave my home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace.
Welcome to Builders Hardware, your one-stop home improvement warehouse. Everything you need to bring your projects to life, all in one place. From nails to power tools, we've got you covered. Our inventory spans the essential for every project, big or small. Come and find quality products at unbeatable prices. Whether you're picking up paint, plumbing supplies, or electrical tools, you'll find great deals every day. Don't know what you need? Our expert and customer-friendly team is here to guide you through every step of your project. Need it delivered? We've got you covered there too. Get your products delivered to you anywhere in the country. So come on in and discover endless possibilities for your home renovations. Builders Hardware. We think our customers are
awesome!
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
In the heart of this vibrant city, where dreams soar high and opportunities unfold, there's a name you can trust for your peace of mind: Simpson's Insurance Agency Limited. With its headquarters at the Phoenix Business Center, we are your trusted partner in securing your future. At Simpson's Insurance Agency Limited, we represent industry leaders in insurance: Guardian General Insurance Limited, Sagicor, and Ana Seguros. Life is unpredictable, and we understand the importance of protecting what matters most to you, your family, and your assets. Our dedicated team at Simpsons Insurance Agency Limited is committed to guiding you through the insurance needs, providing tailored solutions to meet your unique needs. But that's not all. Phoenix Business Center houses more than just our insurance agency. Our state-of-the-art conference room is at your service. Elevate your business meetings in a professional environment strategically located in the capital city. Simpsons Insurance Agency Limited, your one-stop insurance solution.
Leadership is the most fascinating profession in the world, and it transcends every part of our society.
I've seen firsthand how the Global Leadership Summit inspires more leaders, and it has been a true gift to witness people who have had incredible transformation.
I've watched people from the community lead their businesses different. I've watched husbands lead their families and their marriages differently. I've watched wives respond differently.
The summit creates a fire in the heart of the leaders.
We have the opportunity to impact every issue this world is facing.
When we speak, we create universes inside of each other. It is a universe waiting to expand through faith and through hope, through love.
Yes, we want you to believe in yourself. Yes, we want you to believe in your mission and your purpose. Yes, we want you to believe in us. But more important than all of that, what we are really deep down begging of you is please believe in love.
Leaders, you now have permission to obsess. You have permission to see something that needs to be changed, a need that needs to be met, a wrong that needs to be made right. Obsess about it. Don't water it down. Don't explain it away. Seize it. Attack it. Give your life to it. Leaders, you now have permission to obsess. Now, go do what leaders do. Change the world.
Hello Belmopan, welcome back to the second segment in this series of the Trade License Act 2024. I'm Councillor Chris Enriquez, and today we'll be discussing your business productive footprint and how it impacts your trade license fee. Let's break it down. Your business's productive footprint is the square footage of the area where your operations are conducted. It excludes common spaces such as agricultural lands, lobbies, restrooms, stairways, parking lots, storerooms, and shared hallways, unless they are used for profit. Your business falls under an economic classification based on your business type. This classification, as well as your zone, will further determine the rate applied to your business.
Hi, I'm Lauren Milton. I'm the Evaluation Manager here at the Belmopan City Council. I know a lot of people keep wondering what we're measuring when we visit their business. So let's take a closer look at what productive footprint looks like for the different types of businesses. As you can see, we measure the area used for business purposes only. This includes retail space, dining areas, or workspaces. For example, here's how the productive footprint is calculated for a coffee shop, a supermarket, and an office space, specifically an accounting firm. Let's take a coffee shop for instance. Here we see the kitchen, the bar, and the dining areas as productive space. What's noteworthy here is that a restaurant and an ice cream parlor has similar productive space as a coffee shop. Next, we have a supermarket. For this business, we measure the entire retail floor, including aisles, checkout counters, and display areas. The storerooms and employee break areas are excluded since they are not used to generate direct sales. Lastly, we look at an accounting firm office. The productive footprint here includes the client reception, conference rooms, and workspaces where the business's services are provided. Excluded are areas like break rooms, restrooms, kitchen, and non-operational storage. As you can see, productive footprint is the usable square footage where your business is conducted. This excludes common areas like lobbies, restrooms, and parking spaces, except in cases where these areas are used for profit. Remember, productive footprint looks different for different businesses, so be sure to accurately measure your premise to ensure your fees reflect your footprint. It is important to note that Schedule 8 of the Trade Licensing Act sets fixed trade license fees for specific classifications such as traveling professionals and auto dealers.
Knowing your economic classification and accurately measuring your productive footprint isn't the only factor in your trade license process. You must also consider that there are 4 municipal zones and that your business is located in one of them. Each zone has a different guideline that will affect the rate applied to your trade license fee. As a reminder, the new Trade License Act takes effect on January 1st, 2025. Businesses without a trade license by then are subject to penalties and fees. So we encourage everyone to apply early before the deadline, December 31st, 2024. Stay tuned to our next segment where we will answer your key questions. Thank you for watching, and let's build a prosperous Belmopan together.
I ride the e-bus on a regular basis. It was comfortable. I found it clean, and I found the conductors, they are very helpful and friendly. And to me, it's safer for the elderly.
The e-bus make it easier to get around the city, especially when I'm kicking out my mom. The e-bus is the only bus that is wheelchair friendly, and I am very grateful that they introduced the e-bus to Belize.
I like that the e-bus is clean, comfortable, and dependable. The overall experience is better. What makes it convenient for me as a student is that you can charge your phone and use the Wi-Fi all while riding the bus.
So some of the services that I like about the e-bus is that it's green and it's clean, 0 emissions, we're not destroying the environment. It's nice, cool, and very convenient.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris Cree. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
In the last 2 decades, Central TV and Internet, through our brand NextGen, has become the leading broadband and entertainment provider across Belize. We're here to build confidence, and our footprint speaks volumes. From urban hubs to remote corners, we've got you covered. We are not just for big corporations, we're for everyone. NextGen serves the needs of large enterprises and everyday consumers alike. Our backbone? Superior service, lightning-fast internet, cable, and our user-friendly TV streaming services. With our extended customer support hours, we ensure that your needs are taken care of, because your convenience matters. As the most reliable customer service provider in the country, our team is ready to help you at the speed of now. For larger companies that depend on rock-solid service, we've got tailored corporate solutions to keep your business running smoothly. We offer the highest residential internet speeds at a blazing 300 megabytes per second, the fastest in Belize. Our Wi-Fi mesh system ensures that your internet connection reaches every corner of your home or office space. As a next-gen bundle customer, you can enjoy the ultimate home entertainment experience. With unlimited streaming through apps like HBO Max and NextGen TV paired with your high-speed internet plan. Connecting Belize from city to coast, your connection, your choice. Join the NextGen revolution today.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet
Yes, welcome back to Rise and Shine on Plus TV. It is currently 8:22 a.m. So you have a little bit more time, Brother Fem, but I think before we continue what we were talking about, you wanted to give some shout outs.
Yes. I want to say good morning to Baran Kizi. That's my brother-in-law watching us live from the beautiful village of Kamaloshan.
Wow.
That's Kamalote.
Kamalote.
Yeah, good morning, Baran, boy. I love you. Thank you for reminding me that you watch. And also my sister Paula, I want to say good morning. Happy birthday goes out to Miss Benita Lopez. They are in Santa Elena. Happy birthday to you, my dear. Also to Janessa Lopez. They are in Cayo. Good morning. Happy birthday to you. And Cecilio Lopez, who is also celebrating his birthday today. God give you long life with all the love and kisses and hugs. And remember, don't forget the sweet and mighty God in your life. We need him more than ever.
Yeah, and I said the man celebrates 70 years. I mean, that's a lot of years on this earth.
Many things. That's my brother-in-law. I want to thank the technician as well. That man love Plus TV, brother.
No, that's good. That's great. You know, we're thankful for all the viewers and the support that we receive.
That's right.
None of this would be possible without the viewers. Time and time again, I said, you know, if you guys have anything that you believe is newsworthy or that you would like us to highlight on our news, please, you know, you can give us a call. 671-2815 is the number for news tips, for stories, for anything that you think we would want to look at. Please, something as simple as you know, to pick up your garbage is a story. So no matter how simple or small you think your situation is, 671-2815 is the number for news tips. And if you want to remain anonymous, you remain anonymous. You don't have anything to worry about.
And I want to encourage our viewers, the people that you see we advertise on the television.
Yeah.
Man, if it and they in your area, visit them.
Exactly.
Buy the tell them Brother Fem send you.
Correct.
Because when you do that, then automatically becomes a part of our sponsor.
Exactly.
As well.
Exactly.
So God bless. Go ahead, LGA. And
Yeah,
we have
so
Pastor also with us.
yes, we got Pastor.
Yes.
We are going to hear right now. So before we took a break, before we spoke about the road situation and we were talking about the murders that took place throughout the country.
Yes.
So the third murder, which is the first murder to take place in Belize City, was Mr. Giovanni Ramirez. Giovanni Ramirez. 30-year-old Giovanni Ramirez.
Wow.
So Mr. Ramirez was gunned down in Belize City on the 9th of January, around 2 p.m. So he was driving on Amandala Drive when he was driving this nice red vehicle that you see on your screen here.
Oh man,
When a motorcycle with two people pulled up beside Mr. Ramirez and just emptied the clip on that driver's side window. I mean, you see, 12 bullet hole.
Man.
So this is not a mistaken stray bullet. This is one deliberate attempt at ending Mr. Ramirez's life. That's 12 shots right where he was on Partridge and Mahogany Street in Belize City. Happened close to 2 primary schools. Thank God no children were hurt. But this is Belize City's first murder, a drive-by where they took Mr. Ramirez's life. And for the viewers who keep up with the news, I know not everyone keeps up with every single story that happens every single day, but Mr. Ramirez was featured heavily in everyone's newscast last year because he was the key witness in the case against attorney Oscar Salgado. So for those who aren't familiar with that case, Mr. Salgado is a very well-known attorney in Belize, very well-known. That face is familiar. He was found guilty, so I can't say he allegedly, no, he was found guilty, but he hired Mr. Ramirez, or at least tried to hire Mr. Ramirez to carry out a hit to kill one Marilyn Barnes, one of Mr. Salgado's former clients who reported him to the Bar Association. So Mr. Salgado hired Mr. Ramirez to kill Mrs. Barnes. Mr. Ramirez refused to do it, took the evidence to the Commissioner of Police, and that's how Mr. Salgado ended up behind bars, I believe for 20 years or 10 years, I'm not sure. But that's Belize City's first murder. Your thoughts on that murder? Your thoughts on that murder, Dad?
Yeah, that is the murder that I wanted to talk about. I know that there is the sensational aspect of it. Clearly the person who made the purchase of the assassin wanted to send a very clear statement because it's the first murder of the year
in Belize.
In Belize, right? Saying, you know, this person will not make their, and it's guaranteed story because it's the first murder. So, but here is something that I want the technician to do. Try to scrub the footage to see if you could get a close-up of the driver's side window. And this murder was caught on surveillance camera as well. And that's why we know that one person was driving a motorcycle. The assassin was sitting in the passenger side on the back seat of the motorcycle. The entire thing took about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And also, you will see, if you can do it right here, I want you to see how close you can go. You notice here that the 12 shots found their mark. Can you see that the shots take the shape of the head and neck of a person? Can you see that not a single shot hit the metal part of the of the vehicle.
That's right.
Can you see that all 12 shots hit their target in the sense? So this is, let's talk about that assassin. Let's talk about that assassin who is on a motorcycle on a Belize City road in the daytime, and all 12 shots don't even hit the perimeter of the window. They are extremely concentrated in the head and neck area, and he is on a moving motorcycle. So I want us to stop and think for a minute. Who? Yes, who? Just say like who has such skill in our country? Who has such skill in the country? I can guarantee you that there are only a few police officers, if any, who I can give 12 bullets to, put them on the back of a moving motorcycle, and the 12 bullets can do that.
Make a lot of sense.
Bring in the BDF, and I want to say that I can count, because this is not a long range. This is not a sniper. This is not a longer weapon. This is a smaller weapon. Most likely one hand, two hand. I don't know. I couldn't watch the footage very closely, right? But Belize is a dangerous place. Belize has extremely dangerous, highly trained, for hire.
And you can see the footage right here on the screen, that very blurry, but this is what it captured. It's very quick.
The man, the driver.
Right there, it's done.
Yes.
10 seconds.
Right. Yes.
Wow.
So that is what I want us to think about as a nation, that there are very proficient assassins for hire in the country of Belize. What the police did about that? And this individual is currently on the loose.
Yeah.
This individual, this assassin, is currently out there ready to take more orders. This is what I want the commissioner of police to talk about. This is what I want the minister of police to talk about. Don't tell me about how crime is done. Tell me about the number of hitmen that are out there that can do that and for hire. Tell me about that. Because we will never get a grip of our murder statistics when police don't even know who that is. Police don't have a clue who that is. Can the Minister of Police tell us the number of men in the country who have that capacity, that are currently not in prison, they're on the loose and ready to do that any day or any night that they feel the call or the call come in that says this person, that person. And I always say, police cannot control crime in Belize. The streets control the crime. The streets say when it goes up, and the streets say when it goes down, not the police strategy. And this is proof of it, that 12 bullets, not a single bullet touched the metal. Every one of them went through the glass and formed the shape of a head and a neck.
Yes.
Think about that, Belize. It's a very dangerous country. Stop listening to political rhetoric and let us start to clean up our country.
And what's interesting as well is this happened in a broad daylight. This isn't a nighttime murder where you would have said, man, nobody saw what happened. This happened at 2 p.m. on I think a Thursday or a Wednesday. So this isn't 1 a.m. type of murder on a back alley. This is a main street in Belize City, 2 p.m. broad daylight on a busy intersection in between two primary schools. That's where that murder occurred by a professional hitman.
Yes.
Who said, no matter the circumstances, I know I could get away with this, no matter if at 2 o'clock, 1 a.m., 3 p.m. That's what happened. That's the first murder in Belize City for 2025, a professional hit.
Who all have the gunman number? And why the police don't know it? Guess who don't know it? The police.
It's very interesting that he was the first murder victim in Belize City because, like I said, he is linked to the Oscar Salgado case, which is coming up for an appeal hearing, I think this year, in a few months' time, in a few weeks' time. Not causing any aspersions or trying to link it, but I'm just saying that's coming up. He was a key figure in that. And I believe he was also charged with being the member of a gang last year because he was a suspect in an attempted murder case as well. So there are a lot of angles that the police could look at this murder from, and I hope they get it right to at least get that person off the street who we saw commit that murder.
I love the way Pastor Wade explained it to us. It shows a person really know what to do.
Yeah.
For you steer one motorcycle under pressure, you look for take down somebody, and to drive one hand and plus got a gun, and they drive with your head, you have to let both way.
Well, there are two people on the motorcycle.
Oh, there are two?
Yeah, driver and shooter.
So the guy, whether the gunman, really they were professional, because Pastor show you and we see it, how the target, that bullseye.
Bullseye.
Right there, so
no misses.
No, you see, so as I say, then guys, they get a job to do and they do it. We have professional killers in this country.
Yeah.
And I think the police need to put more interest in this case since this come up and show that they know a social man they're behind a motorcycle.
Exactly. And it like my dad said, it shouldn't be that difficult to narrow down because who all have the capacity to do that? I must say, I can't do that. So you don't. A lot of the country don't get ruled out because a lot of people wouldn't be able to possess that, I guess, skill set, if we're going to call it a skill set. But
it is a skill set.
It is a skill set.
Yes.
But
it is a skill set. Yeah.
But it's going to be hard to narrow down. So I think we have a little bit more time. What time do we usually close off, Brother Fim?
Well, we close off like 8:30.
Oh, so we past time?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so I guess this is a time.
Can we choose another man to do? You did a very important interview last week.
Yes, that time I get into just now. I thought we closed off at 9, but you know, if like 8:30, no problem. I'll come in later.
You see why we need another man in? We need another man in.
So for the viewers, we did an exclusive interview with Mr. John Saldivar here at PlusTV on Friday. Super honored to have Mr. Saldivar on. He reached out to me personally, stating that he wanted to give me a sit-down interview. He said he could have done it anywhere, but he chose PlusTV. So big kudos to him for that interview. Touched on a lot of things, Brother Fim.
Yes.
You know, he was the era repping Belmopan since 2003. Fan, I mean, was what, 5, I think, in 2003. So he's been in politics from 2003 up until 2020 when he lost. He was the only era Belmopan ever knew. And he lost in 2020. And he's trying to make a comeback in 2025, this election year. But a lot of factors in that comeback because the UDP isn't doing well right now, but that's a whole nother conversation that would take up a lot of time. But you know, tune into PlusTV for those types of exclusive interviews. We will air some more pieces of that interview in our evening newscast tonight. And again, thanks to Mr. Saldivar for reaching out and giving us that interview. Yeah.
Before Pastor close off, I want to say kudos to you, LGA. You continue to open the eyes of your people here in Belmopan and throughout the country. You're awesome. Continue to do what you're doing, because these are things that people want to hear, and boom, it happened.
Yes, sir.
So thank you, LGA. We appreciate the job that you're doing, son.
Appreciate it, Brother Fem. And then closing comments from you, Dad.
Well, I echo the sentiments of Brother Fem. I congratulate you. Very proud of your work. Belize should be as well as a up-and-coming journalist. You're right there. And Belizeans need this information, and we're giving it to them. I'm excited about what 2025 is bringing for us here at PlusTV and for our viewers. So I want to encourage our viewers to continue to pray for us, support us, and of course support our advertisers. We also need more advertisers. There's so much more that we want to do, and of course advertising is what drives the market. But I'm certainly glad to sit here with both of you, Brother Fem and LJ. God bless you guys, and of course have a good day.
Yes, thanks.
Yes, thank you. So
Thank you,
that's
Pastor.
it, Brother Fem. I guess you guys will be here tomorrow, right?
Yes, here tomorrow. We expect Pastor Wade and Corm, I think.
All right, so tomorrow is Pastor Wade
Tuesday.
and Mr. Kerm on
Yes,
Tuesday. So thank you for joining us, and from all of us here at PlusTV, have a good day. I hope you guys have a good day.
Ready, steady, go, gone.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go?